Hi, I'm Charmaine Lord, and today I'll be cooking Jamaican pumpkin soup. A little different from the pumpkin soup I grew up with as a child in the country, but delicious nonetheless. I'll use chicken stock instead of beef stock. I'll puree my pumpkin. The other little difference is I use coconut milk instead of cream. You could use cream if you like. And then I finished off with a dollop of creme fraiche and a little bit of spring onion. Great way to start a holiday meal. The first ingredient we have to deal with is our kabocha squash. We prepared our squash ahead of time. I quartered it, put a little water in the pan, a little bit of olive oil on top, and it was in the oven for 45 minutes. It's cooled, and now we should have some easy peeling. So much better. Once you've peeled the squash, go ahead and cube it, as we've done here. I made mine really small because my daughter trashed my food processor, so I'll be using a handheld to puree. But generally, the smaller you make the vegetable, the easier it is to puree. Our next step is to saute our onions and garlic before adding our cubed pumpkin. So we'll heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now we can start sauteing our onion and our garlic. I used a Vidalia onion. I happen to like the sweetness of that. And now I'll add my garlic. Here I have 4 cloves of garlic minced. And now we can just pour the rest in. Now we can start adding our stock. I just want to add as I go along. I don't want it to get too watery. I actually like the soup quite thick, and because I sometimes use it as an appetizer, it's great if they just spoon it out their little cup. Next I'll add my thyme, half of a Scotch bonnet, and then I caution you, start slow, add as you go along. This one I can smell is alive. So we'll put that in, a little salt, again. We can add if we need to after we've pureed. And we'll let this simmer for about 10-15 minutes. By the way, if you don't get Scotch bonnet at your local grocer, you can use a good store-bought sauce. Walker's Wood Scotch bonnet sauce, John Kuna sauce, Pucka sauce, Bush of Brown, I love them all. Good substitute. Also, if you can't get a kabocha squash, you could use an acorn squash. Our soup has been simmering for about 20 minutes, half an hour. Just wait until everything is soft, and then you can take out your thyme. Because of my little domestic crisis, I'm going to even use a potato masher to get things really ready for my handheld. I think that's good enough. Now I will add my coconut milk. Again, if you didn't have that, you could add cream or even half and half. All our flavors are coming together nicely, and I'm ready to puree. I might have to add a little more stock or a little more coconut milk, but I'll do that as I go along. So let's get started. And we're done. Our pumpkin soup is pureed, and I think it's time we put on our final touches. That little creme fraiche I spoke about, a little shave of nutmeg, and give it a go. And although I've had this 100 times, I'm still excited to taste this. So good. So good. I'm Charmaine Lord. Great cooking with you. I think it's time we dish up.